Welcome. I'm Aunt Cindy.
I'm in my Dixie.
And I'm Granny.
He's actually shortery dumplings and blackberry dumplings,
Chicken casserole.
mashed potatoes, chicken casserole, corn,
And roll. And the peach cobbler's
and rolls.
Just a Sunday dinner.
And coconut.
You always know it's that's a grandma Tupperware right there, right?
Yeah.
You never know in the fridge if you're opening a thing of butter or leftovers, or in this case, Cool Whip or leftovers.
Hit puberty, and you know they've grown this year. Will still weighs 115 pounds. He'll fall out in first quarter.
And what else?
This is peach cobbler.
And your peach cobbler.
Meat didn't see that.
Cindy's got to get into her ice bag.
Oh, yeah, that's what I live on.
Sonic ice.
Him and Wayne had ever seen a toilet. See, we always had an outhouse. We never had an inside bathroom, and they never did either. And when they moved here and seen a toilet, he said they wore the handles out on that
We did
toilet.
too.
I know, we did too. But if we
Watch
couldn't
that
figure,
water go down
we
that
couldn't
hole.
figure out how the water was coming out and going down. We wore the handles out of them toilets trying to
But then
figure
when
it
we
out. 'cause
got this, we had 2 bathrooms. And Dixie was so smart because she was smoking cigarettes.
Mm-mm-mm.
And she
The
thought,
troublemaker.
well, she could climb up on that thing where the
On the counter
Calendar.
by the sink. Put her
and
makeup on
and smoke a cigarette, and I wouldn't know it. Well, she didn't know there was a crack about that high. When you open the door and shut it in there in the bedroom, that smoke's gonna come right out.
Troublemaker.
Yeah. I was, I guess.
Yeah, she smoked a long time before I did.
And your dad made you eat them when he caught you.
Hmm?
And then your dad made you eat one when he caught you.
Well,
No,
they
we
both
eat
did,
a whole pack,
The whole pack.
a piece.
but it didn't stop him.
And we had to swallow it.
And he smoked
And I
like a
chewed
pig.
tobacco all the time. When we'd be working at tobacco, if you ever work in tobacco, which they don't do it anymore, we used to work in it all the time. But when you're topping tobacco, that gets down in your throat and you just gag to death. But if you chew tobacco, whenever you're suckering it, you don't get all choked up and all that don't get down in your throat. And I always chew tobacco anytime I was suckering it or topping it, I'd be chewing. I had a big chew in my mouth. I'd chew tobacco. And I didn't do snuff too much.
I ain't do none of that crap.
I told Cindy the other day, me and her was talking, that's all we do, we sit here and talk. Look
Yeah,
at
talk
each
about
other.
me, probably.
No, I told her, I said, you know what, Cindy? Your mama is 80 years old and she's healthier than her kids are. She said, yes, you are, Mama, because, see, she can't breathe, and Dixie can't breathe half the time, Mick can't breathe, and Alton complains all the time.
He takes a pill to take care of the pill.
And I said, you know why your mama is healthier than you girls are? She said, no. I said, well, I didn't smoke, I didn't chew, I didn't drink, I was good to people, take care of people, and I've always been like that.
Granny's secret to good health.
Mm-hmm.
It's good health.
Do you remember how much it was for a candy bar when you were going to school?
A nickel.
Do you remember how much movie tickets were if you ever got to go?
Yeah, I went to movies all the
7
time.
Pepsi
but-
lids. That's what it was for us.
You'd sell Pepsi lids?
You pick up the pop lids down at the store.
Seven
And you
of
could get in
them.
a bonnet cake for 7 pop lids.
Mhm.
We would, when I went to high school at Elizabeth, Mom sent us to Elizabeth in high school, we would go to the little store was Cardinals. I don't know what the name of it is now. But we would walk on our dinner break from the school up there. We would get a bologna sandwich, a pop, and a bag of chips, and maybe a little Debbie cake for a quarter. And if we was lucky, my girlfriend, she always had a little bit extra than I had. She'd get us a pack of chewing gum and we'd divide it. But we got a quarter every day for our dinner. And that's what we ate, was a bologna sandwich and chips and a drink and a little Debbie
Once you were
cake
in high school.
when I was in high school.
Well, I remember ice cream was a nickel because Aunt Trula would always give us a dime every day
Yeah.
to go to school so we could get ice cream like the other kids got. But I had a little friend in school, and his daddy had died, and there was like 8 or 9 of them kids, and he didn't have a nickel to buy an ice cream, and I felt sorry for him, so I'd always buy the cheap ice cream so I could give him the other nickel he could buy him ice cream.
Yeah, you did. And
Always.
Cindy told on you.
Yeah.
Told
And
her
Aunt
on
Trula
you.
got mad at me.
Because Dixie was always, she would give you anything. Then.
And I was stingy.
And Cindy was
Is that what they're
stingy.
hinting at? That's what I think they were hinting at.
Cindy would pour her milk out before she would let Dixie do it. And she would not drink milk at all.
I wouldn't give her a piece of notebook paper either.
But now Dixie would give you anything growing up like that. And she would. She'd give that little boy ice cream every. Until it got
But
bad.
I'm not
Dixie-
like that anymore.
No,
No,
you give
No,
them
I give more away than what I actually have.
It's very true. I can vouch for that. Do you remember getting milk growing up? Did you all have milk delivered, or did you?
Mama milked a cow.
Yeah,
She
you guys
did.
did have cows.
We didn't have, Vestal had cows, and Mama'd go up there and milk his cows. Then they didn't send it and get it.
Oh, and I
Like they
love
do
that
now.
fresh milk cow. That cream come to the top. Ooh, it was so good, man.
So
And
they
then we
didn't
had a
do-
lady
But
down
they didn't
there.
pasteurize it or anything. Y'all just
No,
drank
no,
it straight.
Drank it. Yeah.
And then after Vestal quit having them, and after me and Wolf got married and had the kids, the Miss Plant down here on the 4-lane, which she's passed away now, she would sell milk, and we would go down there and buy the milk.
So was the deal if your mom milked it, she got to keep some and she had to give some to them, or?
Yeah, she got some of the milk up there at Georgia and Vestal's, yeah.
I
Do you-
love fresh cow's milk.
Poor snoozing. Do you remember the first time you had like a microwaved meal? Papa tells a story about how he was living with, oh my goodness,
In
who did?
Detroit,
Yeah, in Detroit. How they
With
got a
Trula?
pizza. Yeah, it was with Trula and them, and they got a pizza. And it was one of the first that you put in the oven, but then they got it out and they all thought it had soured. They all thought it had gone bad, so they threw it out. But it was just, they hadn't had that before.
first pizzas we ever got was when we lived in Ohio, and Wolf worked second shift, and every night I would call in for a pizza, and him and the pizza man would meet at the steps of bringing us a pizza, and I can't eat pizza. I don't eat pizza. If I do, it's maybe just a bite or two out of one slice, or now I can eat Cindy's when she makes the homemade pizza.
Mm-hmm.
But to buy these pizzas they bring in here, oh Lord, no, I wouldn't eat them.
We won't be getting sponsored by any Little Caesars, is what she's
Nah.
saying.
It's Well, I've got a quilt to do, but I finished these pillowcases. I had started them a while back and
What
put them
is
to
that,
the
the
side. A truck. And it's been too hot to quilt and put a quilt across your lap, so I've just been doing pillowcases, and I finished this set the other night. And I've been done that set over there for Tracy.
That's pretty. I like them.
And then started on these dish towels. They're going to be vegetable dish towels. I've had them for out in the hell long. But they got different kinds of vegetables on them.
I dug my pillowcases out the other
This
day.
is
and
like
put 'em
green
on
peppers and
My pillow,
radishes,
like that set you made me, shit, I might say using to keep them under the door.
onions. They got all kinds of tomatoes and peas and
My red hat, my red
just all
hat,
kinds of vegetables. I'm doing these are just like hand
the
towels.
praying hands. I put
Because
them
it's
all
too
in
hot
there.
to quilt right now, and canning season's just about over, which I'll leave my canning stuff up and can through the winter on just stuff as I need it, but the bulk of the season's over. The gardens is done gone,
So
except for
time
the
to-
greens.
Time to get started on a new craft.